Hour of the Ox Ritual. This happened just 5 or 6 years ago. A girl from Tokyo transferred schools to a village by the sea in the Tohoku region. It was right in the middle of August, the time of the lunar Obon Festival, so school was still out for summer holidays, but she had lots of relatives around and quickly made friends with the local children. In this region, they claimed that one's deceased ancestors would return during Obon, and at night, they lit small lanterns in the graveyard alongside candles. Once they were done visiting the graves of their ancestors, the Bon dance started in the village plaza. They would dance with the souls of their ancestors. It happened on the last night of the Bon dance. The girl wore a yukata with bellflowers on it that was closed with a red belt. She danced with her relatives, ate yakisoba from the stalls, scooped goldfish, and time quickly passed before she knew it. Finally, as the Bon dance was coming to an end, "Hey, do you want to come over to my house?" A child from the family's head house asked her, and the girl was immediately curious. After all, the night of the Bon dance was the only night they could stay up late and not get in trouble. "Ah, it's Yo-chan and this young girl. Welcome." They were greeted warmly once they got there. They played cards with the head family members, sang karaoke, had a late-night meal of ramen, and next thing they knew, it was after 1 in the morning. "Oh no, I'm going to get in trouble." The girl panicked and stood up. "You can stay here," the old woman of the house said, and the other family members stopped her from going as well. "But my father will be worried." The daughter of the house grabbed the phone and handed the receiver to the girl. "No, it's fine. I'd like to go home." "I see. If so, I can tell you a shortcut," the old woman said. The daughter of the house would also join her up until the mountain entrance. "If you go this way, you can cut the time it takes to get back in half." It wasn't really so much of a mountain as a small hill. At the top was a guardian deity, and the girl had climbed this hill with her father before, while out on a morning walk. "Well then, goodbye." The girl waved and, under the moonlight, climbed the hill, panting for air. On the other side of the guardian deity, there was a set of stone stairs with around 40 or 50 steps, and at the bottom of that was a park. The girl's house was roughly a 7 or 8 minute walk from that park. Once the girl reached the guardian deity, she stopped to catch her breath. Once she was ready to go again, she started down the stairs without a care in the world. Then she noticed a light coming up the stairs. "But it's so late." She narrowed her eyes, looking closer. "Oh." A woman with long hair that reached her shoulders was wearing a white kimono with a white belt and had candles tied to each side of her forehead. In her right hand, she held a mallet. In her left, a straw doll, and in her mouth she held a boning knife. Her footsteps echoed as she climbed the stone stairs. She was here to perform the Hour of the Ox ritual. The girl quickly hid behind a large nearby cedar tree. The Hour of the Ox ritual was designed to curse someone to death, and you had to visit a shrine late at night every night for 21 days to do it. As you screamed the name of the person you wanted to die, you stabbed the heart of the straw doll with large nails. But if somebody saw you performing this ritual, the curse would turn on you instead. That was why you had to kill someone if they saw you doing it." The girl closed her eyes and held her breath. The woman's footsteps got closer, one step at a time. Then they stopped next to the cedar tree the girl was hiding behind. "You saw me, didn't you?" The girl threw off the getter shoes she was wearing and ran down the stairs barefoot as fast as she could. "Wait!" The woman shook her hair loose, threw the mallet and straw doll, and then, holding the knife, flew down the stairs. "Help me!" The girl tried to scream, but no voice came out. As she frantically ran down the stairs, she saw the public toilets in the corner of the park with their bare lights on. "Over there!" The girl quickly ran into the toilets and then entered the fifth and final stall, crouching and again holding her breath. Before long, she heard the sound of footsteps approaching. Then there was a long sigh by the entrance, and she sensed someone come inside. The first door creaked as it opened. "Not here," the voice said bitterly, and then the door slammed shut again. The next door rattled and then creaked open. "Not here." Bang. The third door rattled and creaked. "Not here." Bang. The fourth door rattled and creaked. "Not here." Bang. After that, 5 minutes passed. Then 10 minutes of total silence passed. There wasn't a single sound. The girl, still trying not to breathe too loudly, couldn't take it anymore. Taking a deep breath, the girl looked up and noticed the woman who was performing the Hour of the Ox ritual was looking down at her from the ceiling. And then she jumped down. The girl fled from the toilets on all fours and then ran as fast as she could away. She ran and ran and ran. She had no idea where. But when she finally got home, she was covered head to toe in mud.